It's about to go down. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C Chum, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out, or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends are back. Yeah.
Going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now.
Yeah. Whoa, I'm struggling. I know these bags under my eyes is pit popping.
I got L, I got Louis on this side, got Gucci on this side.
Oh.
Speedy is on this side.
My sister said, you need to wear your glasses because you don't be looking awake. I don't be awake. I absolutely don't be awake. But today I look extra crazy.
Morning show. We doing a morning show, and neither one of us are morning people.
Man, woo. So I had a comedy show. I'll start with mine now. I had a comedy show last night. I went with one of my comedians. It was fine. It was fine. It was a little spot. I went with one of my comedy friends, and I went out there with him, and I did like 9 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that, just running my mouth. It was a small spot. But
okay.
But I'm showing my age because I know how legal weed is.
Yes.
But I'm not a weed smoker, but it still bugs me out because the place that we did it at is a dispensary and it does comedy. So it still bugs me out. It really bugs me out to see people so casual, like just smoking at a table and having their little mechanical devices, and there's hookah and there's and everybody's just chill. Because I come from an era, and I come from an era where people risk their freedom to smoke weed. Like yes. I feel like I still have the slave mentality when it comes to weed.
There's people still locked up right now for weed.
Just like to be in a store,
yes,
where you get to actually choose the type of weed that you smoke, and you get to read a label, and it gets to tell you what the weed is for. It's still crazy to me because not only did people risk their freedom, but people risk their life to just nobody knew what was in the weed. Like nobody knew what the weed was laced with. Like it's a menu. Like it's still bizarre to me that people are literally saying, "Let me get the number 3 so and so with so and so for so."
The strawberry, give me the one that got the sativa in it.
I'm
gonna go with the indica. Like it's like going into a fast food restaurant now. These dispensaries.
No, it is literally amazing. Good morning. I'm trying to get to everybody's comments, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So I had fun. It was a small crowd.
Puff, pass, and laugh out loud all at the same time.
Yeah, and I honestly weed that's never been my thing. Which probably I wish that would have been my thing, probably just because of anxiety and stuff like that. And it was a weird combination because I'm just like, there's a lot of weed smoking here, yo. Like I had this hoodie on, and
don't be the old man to be like, dang, y'all, it's a lot.
I will never understand how people would be so offended about people smoking cigarettes, but will sit in a room full of weed smoke. But that's like, if somebody would have lit a cigarette in there, people would have lost their mind.
Yes.
Like people would have actually lost it. Oh man. But it's just funny to me, man. Like the more I see stuff, I'll tell you another thing that bugs me out. And I'm gonna get to you tonight. Jay Black is doing something. Jay Black said he's gonna join us. He's doing something. There's nothing that bugs me out about life now. I don't know if you've seen a commercial. It normally comes on. It does come on at night. It may come on during the day, but at night especially, I saw it a lot when I was in Dallas, living in Dallas. Have you ever seen the HIV medication commercial? Have you ever?
Yes.
Like when you talk about somebody, and Mo was in this era too. I've talked to, I'm around these young people, right? And I'll talk to them, especially the young dudes, and they'll be talking, reckless about knocking this person off, or I just do it.
Smash this, I smashed that.
And they'd be like, I had to plan B it, I had to do whatever, I had to plan B it. This commercial is so disrespectful because this commercial, and I know people are gonna be like, Mike, that's backwards thinking. I saw the commercial in Dallas. Basically, what they said was, hey, do you have AIDS? Don't worry about it. But we got that. Like it was
They
so
made it look
casual.
so sociable and yeah, and kindly,
Yeah,
right?
got AIDS? No problem. We got you. If you've got this health insurance, you can get this medication and you'll never
Yes.
test positive for HIV ever. And then when I was in rehab, there was like a little gay crowd, and they were talking, and I heard them talking about how they would get something that they paid for that would expose them to the AIDS virus, and they never had to worry about it again. I don't know what this.
Mm.
And when I see that commercial, I'm like, dog, do y'all understand? These young people will never understand that
Mm-mm. They'll
when
never know
you
about the 80s.
when
They'll
you went
never know about the
raw,
80s.
when you didn't strap up, you literally got back in your car and be like, I hope I don't die.
And don't cough the next day, because
Cough.
then you really think you got something.
But we really were like, yo, I hope I don't get this. And now there's a commercial going, you got AIDS? Psh, don't worry about it. I'm like, what? I said, this is
Yes,
punishment. I
yes,
said, people were dying for real. Like, y'all
yeah.
talk about COVID. COVID didn't scare
Uh, COVID
COVID
ain't
didn't
had nothing
scare
on
me.
HIV.
Didn't
COVID
yeah,
ain't have nothing on HIV back in the 80s.
nothing. So they was telling us if you have sex with somebody unprotected, you are having sex with everybody they had sex with.
That's the kind of commercials we were used to.
That's
Yes.
what we were used to. We were used to, they would show a face. If you have unprotected sex with one person, you have unprotected sex with all the people. And they would show all these millions of faces behind them. Like they
Yes.
was like, pow, 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 pow. You were
Yes.
like, what?
Yes.
And we would always point the finger at the other person. Like we'd always be like, that person, that means I had sex with all the people they had sex with. Nobody ever like looked in the mirror and be like, no, you're the problem.
You're the problem.
You're the problem. It's your roster that we need to worry about.
Right.
You
Let
need
me
to be
see your
telling
lineup. Let me see your starting 10.
for real. Like you always like, yo, wear a condom. You don't know what people have. When there were a lot of people that should have wore a condom because you knew what you had. Like you need to
Right.
wear a condom. Shit. But it's just weird now when I see commercials like that. That AIDS commercial,
I
yo,
can
that
remember my grandmother washing the dishes with bleach because my cousin was HIV positive and he
right.
wasn't allowed to touch nothing upstairs. He wasn't allowed it was a lot of stuff that he wasn't allowed to do. God rest his soul. But my grandmother, she wasn't playing. It was in the 80s. She would wipe everything down, wash everything down. You touch that?
Yep.
Because you
Yep.
know he got the package. Like, and
He
she just
got the
would
package. That's what we did to
she would
people.
just watch everything. And you know, you look back, and of course, we're more educated now on HIV. But you look back and you like, dang, like some of the stuff that she used to say around him was super insensitive.
Dog, we
But
didn't. Nobody
don't touch
cared.
that. Don't be eating off my forks. You know, you got the package. Like it was just crazy. It was crazy.
Nobody cared. Like everybody was like,
Yeah.
and I lived. Both my uncles passed away. God bless them. Back to back because they were in New York, and they literally when my uncle Mingo passed away, my uncle Frankie was diagnosed,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when it was so crazy. Like people were like I don't even know how to explain to people how. Like I didn't realize what I was watching. I didn't realize in
Yes.
New York. I didn't realize that I was watching when I would go back to New York to visit my grandmother. I didn't realize I was watching the crack epidemic and
Yes.
AIDS at the same
Yes.
damn time.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it was like now that I think about it, you almost have to be young to be able to not be. Well, maybe I am traumatized, but I didn't feel traumatized by it.
No,
But to
but you
see,
were. But you
to
were. You just didn't recognize it for what it was. But
no,
that is trauma to watch that. Yeah.
and people were like, and I'm. This is no disrespect to COVID. This is no disrespect to COVID. I wasn't scared. And I'm just giving you my opinion.
Mm,
I wasn't scared.
mm,
But when HIV and AIDS hit and actors and rappers and singers and politicians were falling and dying and you were like,
yeah.
yo, you were like You ain't
And
forget
they
a
would say
mask
something, and they would say something like, this person died of pneumonia,
of
or this
pneumonia.
person, or this, complications with pneumonia. That was a lot in the news. So everybody was just like, well, what?
Yeah, I'm so glad we didn't have
And people,
social media back then.
yes,
I'm so glad
yes.
because the information. I still to this day don't know what the true information about HIV and AIDS. I still don't know what was true and what wasn't true. I still like
Oh yeah, you gotta get educated. Well, first of all, you were traumatized from the 80s. Let's
Mhm.
leave it there. And there was so many lies and stuff told in the 80s. It first started out as a gay, they said
A
gay
gay
men,
disease.
gay disease. Just putting a lot of fear, fear and myths out there. And of course, when married men started passing away from it or contracting it, they were like, oh, you must have had, you must have had sex, you must be gay, you must have had sex with a man.
Good morning.
So it was a lot of things, especially, and shout out to the LBGTAI plus, is it?
I don't
Community?
know. You're not gonna even get me to try and listen. God bless.
LBG, yeah, I can't. The alphabet crew.
The alphabet crew. God bless. God.
Shout out to them because they really went through not, a lot of things back then, having that fear spread amongst their community, as they're the people who were putting a lot of brutality went on back in the 80s about
No,
this.
it was, and
It's
that's
crazy.
why I always say we can never have a happy medium in this country
Yeah.
because we can never. Back then, like you said, we called it a gay disease, and and,
Yeah.
and this is what I mean about the hypocrisy of of society itself.
It ain't no different now. We call COVID the Chinese disease, remember?
Yeah, I
When it
agree with.
first came out.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
So it's 2023. Ain't no
No,
different.
what I'm saying is, okay, you make a point, but what I'm saying is they tried to make it that gay men doing that sexual act is the
Mhm.
only way, and we went with
Yes.
it. Like we were like we really acted as if heterosexual couples weren't engaging in the same sex
Yes.
that gay people were getting, and we
But at the
really made
time,
it a.
it was only popping up in the gay community, and so they labeled it as such. It's crazy.
No, it was great. But when I saw that commercial
Yeah,
for the medication, I said, "You got to be kidding me!" I said, "Wow!" And I'm
yeah.
supposed to be happy. I'm supposed to be happy, but what?
Remember when Magic was the only person who you know tested, and he didn't have any of those? It was his antibodies or something like that went under. His cell level was so low that it was undetected, and it
Yeah,
was like Magic found the cure for HIV.
listen. That was so bizarre. God bless Magic. We're happy for him. There's a story inside that story. Like we'll never know the story.
Right.
I mean, I know the stories that have been leaked, the stories about the reason this stuff. But listen, all I know is whatever medication he got, Easy E didn't get the same prescription. That's
Right.
all. That's all I know. That's all I
Right.
know. That's all I'm saying. We were losing rappers. Thought
Yeah,
it was paranoia.
Eazy-E. Remember
But
Eazy-E? And they said, oh, complications with
yeah, complications. It was always because remember
pneumonia.
that was the thing when the further we got, you don't die of AIDS. You
Right.
die of complications
Complications.
because
Yeah.
of your immune system not being
Yes.
able to fight anything off. And I was
Not
like,
even a
oh God.
common cold, a flu. Yes.
And even with all that, people, even with all that, even as we watch, I had two uncles back to
Mm-hmm.
back, one from sharing needles, the other one from unprotected sex. That's what the
Mm-hmm.
doctor said. We
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
Yeah.
That's what they would. I mean, my uncle did have a heroin problem. And
Yeah.
but with all that being said, all that we had to risk, people were still rolling the dice. That's
Yeah.
how powerful sex is.
Yes.
That's why I will tell you all day long, the most powerful drug in the world. There is nothing that compares to sex because people were still rolling the dice,
Risking it all
risking it all. And I will raise
and
my
just
hand.
praying that you ain't cough the next day.
Hell yeah. People started having
You
philosophies
got a
on
dry hacking cough.
what? You
You
couldn't
having
wait.
night sweat.
You
It would
couldn't
scare the
wait.
it would scare the hell out of you. You having night sweat, dry
Mm-mm.
hacking cough.
No, we still roll the
Catching
dice. And
fire.
Dudes was looking for women who just had a kid because you knew she had to get tested if she.
Yes, yes. Back then they tested you if you got pregnant. What
Back
the
then it
hell
was a
was
plus
that?
if you had a kid.
What was what the hell? I know she good.
She good, y'all. She good. She
I
just had a
know
kid.
I know she clean. No, she clean. I know she clean.
And then
What was
doctors
that?
started getting
Clean.
doctors and the surgeon general started getting up on that. They didn't word it like this, but they'd say just because a person tests negative that you've been with doesn't mean you're negative. What?
Yes.
What are you talking
And
about?
after the commercial, after you told me that everybody that this joker done slept with, I done
I
slept with.
slept with.
So if he ain't got it, I ain't got it.
Ah,
It
the
worked
good
out
old
right.
days, y'all. The good old
Good old days.
90s, 80s, 90s.
The
The
80s
good
and the
old.
90s.
Yeah, y'all. This generation, we had COVID, but y'all don't nothing. Y'all know nothing about the crack and AIDS
Yeah.
epidemic. Woo,
Yeah.
they put that. They gave us the double whammy. So, how was your night last night, Mo?
It was, you know what? I couldn't sleep. I have a doctor's appointment today, so I couldn't sleep. I guess I'm a little nervous.
Mm. Why are you
I
nervous?
guess, well, they have to do this. I'm having another stress test done, and so
Uh,
they're doing it. They're hooking me up with the IV with this medication, and I don't like taking medication unless I have to. So anything that's foreign is going into my body. I'm like, no, I want to go. And I don't like needles, so
what? Oh, they got to hit you with some needles.
I have to do. They have to put the IV in while the test is going on. Yes.
And this is just a stress test.
Well, they're going to do a stress test and then whatever other procedures that they do to look at the heart.
And we're doing
Make
this.
sure I don't have any
Okay, I'm
blockage,
not.
make sure there's nothing going on. But yeah. So
Nikki,
I
what?
was in and out of sleep. I couldn't sleep last night. And then as soon as I was supposed to get up this morning, I got super, super sleepy.
Wow. Yeah, that's what
That's
normally
all.
happens. Nikki White Chocolate said, I've been around a lot of blocks. Thank God that I was. Man, listen, Nikki. Man, listen.
I
You
think
ain't
anybody who grew up in the 80s and 90s
you ain't
and
the
had
only one.
sex are all, tap dancing and thanking Jesus
I would
that they were spared.
I would love to see
Yeah.
I would love to see what the condom sales are nowadays. I would love to see what the condom sales are nowadays. I would love to see because I hear these kids talk, and keep calling them kids. They're in their 20s. They grown ass people. They're these people. But I hear them talk. What up, Chris? Was good. I hear them talk, but I don't hear the condom talk. I just hear the Plan B talk, and they
Because it's
talking.
kind of went out I'm telling you, this era, it has gone out the window once again. Everybody out here is risking it all. They don't wear condoms.
They act, yeah, and there is, herpes is out here.
Yes. Gonorrhea is still a live thing. I think like a few months back, there was like a strand of gonorrhea that was resistant to the damn medicine. Like you couldn't just pop a pill and everything be gone.
And I heard these 20-year-olds calling it the clap.
Again,
Calling Yes,
that was like from my parents' era.
calling it the clap. I was like, did he just say the clap? That is the oldest school.
Era.
Yeah, I was like, he was like,
Old
yeah,
school.
I probably got the clap or something. I was like, did this young 22-year-old say he got
Because
the
in our era, they was like, damn dog, she burnt you.
She burnt you. She burnt. I have seen guys. Oh my God. I have seen guys. I remember those conversations. I remember those conversations. Oh man, I remember that. I remember guys getting pissed and trying to blame it on one person. I'm like,
Yes.
how you gonna just focus on that person? Like, oh man, gotta get you back to calm. Oh, yeah, you do. What up, big dog? Oh, that's my man. See what's going on. Yeah, you got to holler at me. I'm ready. I'm ready. But those were like y'all will never understand them days, boy. Those were some crazy days. Like people really wasn't even worried about pregnancy. They were just worried.
Right.
They like call me and tell me you pregnant. Don't call me and tell me the other thing. Like all of a sudden, they're like, let me throw this baby shower. Don't. Oh man, Oh
Anything
man.
but
Oh
that.
man. What do you say? Burnt
Yep.
or
Burnt
burning?
or burning.
Facts.
Yo, you burning
Facts.
dog. Yeah, bitch,
Facts.
she burnt me.
And
What?
I'm not even saying this. I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. I don't know how it didn't happen. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know. It just didn't.
I
Like, and
just
I
want to
thank
know
God.
how it always ended up being the woman. Like it was never like a oh, he burnt me. It was always like, no, she burnt me, dog. She got something.
She
But you ain't know what it was. The dudes, the guys, they ain't know what it was. They just, dog, she got me. And they be like, what? Yeah, dog, she burnt me, dog. What?
Yeah, people will risk it all, and man, listen, I'm happy. I'm glad. Technology and the medical, the doctors and the scientists are all created, and they all are able to. People can live healthy lives and everything like that, and go like that. But I don't
They
miss
got
them days.
body condoms now. They got all kinds of things. There's no reason for you to go to the doctor and be nervous thinking that you got something. Like it's too many things out there now. Female condoms, male condoms,
You know,
body condoms,
and you
the
know you
condom panties, the panties that
yeah.
you put on. This a whole latex situation.
I always said they should have created the spray on condom. That was my invention. No, for real, that you just spray on, so you ain't got to go through all the fumbling of trying to open a package and do all that. And
You wanna know mine? You wanna know mine?
what?
I've had this idea for years. That you put your you put your man in a mold and you send it off to the condom company so you can get the exact size condom that you need.
God, oh Lord,
Personalized
where are my
condoms.
sound? Let me get my sound effects. Where?
Personalized condoms.
What are you talking about? What? You know how
Glow in
much
the
money
dark
that would have
kind, the
cost?
flavored kind, and it all fits you. No more baggy condoms.
Unbelievable.
No more oversized condoms.
No, yeah, no more baggies. That is hilarious. All right, so let's get into it. You got everything's gonna be fine with you. You're gonna be good today. You're gonna go run
I
do your
am.
test. It's Friday. Let me see. I actually do. There's something I gotta record. I record every
Damn, Don
morning.
Page.
What Don Pay said, burn.
He said,
Oh,
I remember going to the girl's job and cursed her out for burning me back in the day.
oh wow. Goodness gracious. Are we really okay, Don Page? Wait a second. Let me put this up there so everybody can see. I can remember going to the girl's job and cursing her out for burning me back. But why you but Don, you rolled the dice? How you gonna curse her out? You rolled the dice.
Because she must have knew she had
She
something.
knew she had it. You should have given me that.
Boy,
So
oh
let me
boy.
see. Before matter of fact, we can probably just jump into your stories. Uh
What?
and
It's
I'll
it's
help out. Jump
28.
into I'm doing for those who don't know, if I'm late with your comments coming on, it's because I'm trying to do the sound effects and I'm looking at the comments and I'm trying to do what Jay normally does. Jay had to do something. There was something about a car, and I don't know, man. There's some
Jay done left the controls to Michael Shawn, and he
and,
gotta be funny and work the boards at the same time.
and I'm trying to get your comments in, and then
Yeah, nah.
Mo has
A 2-second
a
intro.
2-second intro that I'm trying to find. And it's really just 2 seconds, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Oh, here it is. Let's go, Mo. All right.
Well, first of all,
Allegedly, with Sexy Mo.
That thing's so short.
Allegedly, with Sexy Mo.
I love it. Oh, we got to do so much better. We got to do better.
this is what life has come to. I'm still waiting on my official intro, but for now, that's gonna have to do.
Go get it, girl. Go get Sexy Mo. All these stories we can renege on. We reserve the right to retract any statement she makes. Sexy Mo, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Well, this is the week of the court appearances and restraining orders. Oh me, oh my. Michael Shawn. So the whole Kiki scandal with Usher when she was up there dancing back in October, and then it
Right.
was this whole excuse me, there was this whole issue with what she had on. People were in the comments like, wait, did she just have a baby? And kudos to her, by the way, because she looked amazing.
Uh-huh.
But her baby father got on social media and was like, that outfit though, you're a mom, kind of body shaming her. So it went from
Wow.
that to them going back and forth on social media. Um, Well, lo and behold, yesterday she took out a restraining order against him, filed
But
for domestic violence.
Kiki did
Um,
this.
yes, allegedly, the documentation is out there that she filed for a restraining order against him. She filed that he does not get unsupervised visitation with their child, and she's citing that he bust through her door, her home door,
Mm-hmm.
lift her up, pushed her in the face, flipped her over a couch, um, physically assaulted her, and that all of this is caught on her home surveillance video. So this
Oh.
is not a matter of he say, she say, oh, she making it up because she's trying to do yada yada yada. This she's citing in the document in the motion that she filed in the court that she has proof and she attached it to the actual
Oh,
filing.
wow.
This is big, this is major.
Wow.
She also goes on to cite that this is not the first time, that back in 2022 that he physically assaulted her as well for something that she had on. He just started
Wow.
an argument
Okay.
about what she had on. And so of course on social media after she filed, he posted a picture of him and the baby saying, "Daddy will see you soon," or something like that. "We'll be together soon." And of course, his brother of all people got on
Uh-oh.
social media behind him and left a comment of, he's the most, he put, "I've never seen, this person is the most volatile person I've ever seen. He abuses everybody."
Oh,
Um,
wow. His brother
he
came
didn't name
again.
any names. He didn't put any names. He just put,
Oh.
yes. So if that is directed to him and Kiki has to call him to the courts along with that video surveillance, he
Mm-hmm.
getting locked up.
Wow. I'm
He's
starting to feel
getting locked.
bad for I'm starting to, if you add up all the stuff that Kiki has kind of shared
Yes.
in her career and the
Yes.
Trey Songz situation and hiding in
Mm-hmm.
the closet and because they were trying to pressure her into
Yes.
doing a video and
Mm-hmm.
then this whole situation and I know y'all gonna make y'all gonna be like, what is this part that I'm about to say? Even her skin situation and the stuff that she went through with the severe acne, and I know y'all gonna be
Yes.
like, that ain't not for her, for her and her business in the
Mm-hmm.
entertainment business, how vanity is everything to us.
Yes.
The fact that she would do videos and she would show you, that this is what she's going through.
Yes.
That's traumatic, y'all. Y'all can't decide what's traumatic and what's not traumatic. Like
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
feel bad for the girl, and you kind of wonder like, why is this always? And I'm not saying this to blame her. I feel bad. I'm like, why does this always seem to go back to her? Like, why is she caught up in these situations like that? Because I was gonna make a topic.
Sometimes, yeah. So I think sometimes, as crazy as it may sound, sometimes we attract the same
Mm-hmm.
type of person.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you look at people and you say, well, why are they always ending up with? Because there's certain personality traits and there's certain things that become a pattern. And so, people prey, and there's no rhyme or reason why predators prey. And I
Mm.
call them predators. I call anybody who is like that, who is volatile, and again, I don't know him, so I'm going to say allegedly. But
Allegedly,
anybody who's
allegedly,
volatile and
allegedly.
can physically jump on somebody um, like that,
Yeah.
and it's a habitual pattern to be verbally and physically abusive to someone. They have a lot of issues, and a lot of times as an adult it's very hard unless they do the work and go to some type of intensive therapy. um
I got it.
that's the way they are.
All right, and this is the reason why we need Jeezy and Nia Long to break the ice and just get together and become a couple. That's why, because Jeezy and Nia Long will be a great couple. I'm fighting for Jeezy and Nia Long. After that interview, I would love to see Jeezy and Nia Long together. I know that sounds girlish
Yeah.
coming out of man. I know a
No,
man
no.
is
Well,
the
I mean,
one.
she talked about how she used to date nothing but drug dealers in her earlier age.
And
So I
look,
can see how Jeezy could probably warm her seat moisten her panties. I could
Exactly.
see that. I could
That would
see why
be.
that happened during the interview. I could see why there was so much steamy chemistry
What?
going on during that
Beautiful.
interview.
Let's go. I'm
Yeah.
for it. Let's
What?
get it. Let's make it happen, y'all. Let's make it. He probably got CTE.
What?
Oh, why CTE? Was he a former football player or something, Don Page? I don't know. What's the next story?
What?
Go ahead. Go get to it.
Well, seems like you're ready,
What?
Mr. R. Kelly himself. It appears that he may be a new dad.
How's that possible?
Oh
How's
my God,
that
he's
possible?
still doing conjugal visits. So of course, you know, the rumor mill has been going on and they denied it. And why did you come on looking like an airport controller?
Let's go. Jay Black is here, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, better late than never. The incomparable Jay Blizzy Black.
Yeah. I heard a little bit. Mo going to get a pregnancy test. She thinks she's pregnant. Going to the doctor. Don Page got burnt and he ran up on the girl at the job. I caught a couple things. But go ahead.
I don't have a pen. I gotta write that down. It was a commercial I saw, and I gotta talk about it. But go ahead. What's the next story, Mo? What's the next story?
So my sources tell me that his fiance Jocelyn just welcomed a new baby. And of course the rumor mill had been going and they kept denying that she was pregnant. But yes, my sources tell me she's popped one out. And I just want to know who the pappy is. You know, if R. Kelly's been in jail this long, I just don't understand how, you know, the math.
Well, if you said they get conjugal visits,
I don't think that that's a real thing anymore.
I don't know.
Think that's a real thing anymore.
I mean, listen, if you locked up for as long as R. Kelly's locked up and your fiance on the outside gets pregnant, you know what you got to say? Congratulations, girl. Congratulations. I hope everything goes well with the pregnancy. Make sure I'll write a song about it. I'm going to do, there's nothing you could do. I think it's unfair for you to go to jail and even try and pressure somebody to keep a relationship with you if you go for a long time.
Oh my God. Listen, let me tell you something. As a former person, as a former woman who has had her share.
Did you say a former woman? You still a woman? Like you went through a transition? Like something you want to like? What are we talking about?
Had her share in the past. Of doing jail visits.
Oh yeah, you good with that? It ain't cute. It's not cute.
Do you know how many people who I've seen basically get their mans to drop their woman up to see them in jail?
Did you have to talk? Did you talk through a window? Did you have the phone? Did you talk on the phone? I've never done it before.
So when you're in the county,
shout out to Union
County, this closed down now. When you're in the county, you could do like up to 3 years or whatever in the county, or if you sitting waiting for trial in the county, right? So when you're in the county, it's plexiglass. Everybody, you get off the elevator, whatever floor your person is on, and you go through these things. It was women in there pulling their shirts up, pushing their boobs up again. I said, y'all risking.
Did you do that?
That was Mo.
Did you do that?
No. My man wasn't having me do all of that. I wasn't doing that. Come on now.
I'd have been like this. Put him against the glass.
At all. It was in the county. You got men and women.
Why would you even want your lady to come there and do it? Like,
people used to be outside holding their babies up because the guys would be banging on the window, like you could see down, like from
that trauma to that child too. Though that's a bit much.
Like all kinds of craziness I've seen. All kinds of craziness.
Come see me, boo. You got to come see me. But like I said, you can't hold in my opinion, I've never been in that situation. I pray to God I'm never in that situation. I don't think you
put him on the glass.
Put him on the glass. Put him on the glass. Come on, girl. Come on.
Those who know.
Put him on glass. You got your lips on the dirty glass.
When you had to bring a money order up to the prison.
Back in the day in New York, one of my friends used to take a bus to go visit her boyfriend in jail every other weekend.
On Rikers Island.
Yeah, she was.
Must have been on
Go
Rikers
ahead.
Island.
You was on that Papoose plan. Go ahead.
7 winters and 6 summers or whatever.
I ain't mad at you. You was out. You was hustling. Person was out there visiting their boo. What you doing this weekend? Visiting my boo in jail.
I got plans.
I can't go running the streets with y'all. Here go Tasha talking about, I watch Love After Lockup. Why do you watch this
I watched
show?
that show too.
No, it's so intoxicating.
And one of the females got pregnant with the dude she was visiting. she was visiting. They had sex in a closet. Where do you find the closet? Like, how do you even? And everyone was trying to figure out who the father was. They was in the closet. Wow, man.
So they must have timed it just right
God
because
bless.
and it depend if you go to a federal facility, that's hands on. Like
God bless.
yeah, it's no plexiglass.
What's the next story, Mo? What else you got? What else you got, girl?
That's it.
Oh, okay. I thought you had, all right.
Because I knew we were going to go back to a few other stories, so I kept it short and sweet.
There's a commercial. Speaking of commercials,
restraining orders, baby.
Yeah, you got it all. You got it all. There's a commercial that's running, and the commercial starts off crazy because it's a little boy named Deshaun. I don't know if y'all seen this commercial. Little black boy, and it's Deshaun, and they like. I thought it was going to be a documentary or something. And Deshaun is, playing basketball and all this other stuff and doing everything. And he's talking. And then all of a sudden says, give Deshaun a family. And it was an adoption. It was an adoption commercial.
Yeah, to adopt a grown ass kid. Yeah.
But he wasn't dead.
That's crazy because
I was looking at Deshaun. He seemed like a nice kid.
I was looking at Deshaun.
I was interested. I was like, this kid.
You see cool in the basketball. I like basketball.
I like basketball. I was like, I was thinking, I think I took a picture of the number. I was like, even though I'm in no position to add any more mouths to my financial situation.
Be a mentor, maybe a mentor.
But Deshaun was tugging at your heart, Michael Shawn.
He was, and I don't even know if my background would clear it. I don't even know if I'd be able to clear for the adoption.
You on papers? You got this going on.
Yeah, I just got through partial clearance to do emergency respite and foster care, so it's a long process.
Now the foster care is a little tough for me. I know that's a little tough because I get attached. So then when
you can check off if you just want to do foster care or if you're interested in foster and adoption.
So that commercial bugged me. It was a good commercial because it actually got me interested. I was like, I said, all right, Deshaun, I put it in my memory bank. I said, maybe I'll hit this number up.
Maybe I'll hit it one day.
You're going to call them people about Deshaun.
I'm like, and I know with this commercial, when you call the number, if you specifically ask for Deshaun, I know they're probably gonna be like, no, you just can't ask. This is not Uber Eats. You just can't ask directly for Deshaun. I said, but you showed Deshaun.
You can't order the child you want, Michael Shawn.
I wanted Deshaun. That's the one y'all promoting like that.
So we got Michael available. We got Michael. We got
I don't want Michael. I want Deshaun. Where's
he likes
Deshaun?
Basketball.
He like basketball.
Dan, that sounds like when the feeding ones. I'm like, damn, a penny a day. I got that. Yeah, I mean, but a penny a day. I never.
No, but that's the whole population.
It was the 80s in the early 90s.
Penny a day.
It was the kids feed a kid from Ethiopia, and past a certain time at night, that's all you saw. And you saw the kids with the flies, and I wonder if any of that money ever went over there.
I don't know. With all the money, with all the commercials, the way they were running, you would think we would have solved the problem by then. But
13 cents a day. Remember, 13 cents a day. You could feed.
Yeah. And then it started going through the month and how you changed it. Then it started getting more in depth. The commercial started turning into a math class. Like it was a whole budget.
For $20. For only
$20.
This whole village can eat.
I said, bitch, what happened to the penny? What happened to the penny? Y'all, it was just a penny. It was just a penny. But the show was something I was interested in. So I did I told you I did Jay Marie's podcast, and I'm looking because she did a good job interviewing us. And unfortunately, I'm sure Deshaun is I don't know.
Mike drunk that juice.
I don't know if Deshaun's an actor because it seemed like, we used to have pen pals. For what? Pen pals for jail or prison? Mo used to get prison letters at the radio station. I remember she used to get prison ready.
And red ink. And that red ink. Yep.
So, okay. So here are the questions. And now it was because me and Rudy are comedians and the other gentleman is a performer. And I still got to get his name. Made Men. Made Men. That was the name of the group. Made Men. That's what it was, out of Cleveland. Now it's about feeding animals. Yeah, this is ridiculous about feeding animals. So, what is, and you guys are part of a show. We've all been in radio for a long time. So now it's 2023. What is fair game and what is off limits for us? Is there something that is off limits?
As far as what?
As I guess to talk about, because it was comedy. she asked me what was off limits, and I said anything that I feel that I'm not willing to catch the smoke for, that I don't feel passionate about. If I'm not passionate about it, I'm not going to go through a whole thing of having to catch smoke for it. With Benzino from Boston. No, that was made. No, it was they were from Cleveland. That's right. I'm still getting a name.
Not Men at Large. Not Men at Large. You talking about Made Men?
I'm trying to think what it is. But anyway, so is there something that
limits?
What is off limits? Like what is
well,
off
obviously
limits?
The letters. You can't talk about the
but community. I would talk about that. See, I would talk about
I think the children. I think talking about like making fun of maybe child, like sexual molestation, child abuse, something like that. I think that's off limits. And there are comedians who push the envelope and do that, and it
Chris
doesn't
Rock
go
did.
well.
Chris
about
Rock
kids sexual, like
no, not kids, but he did he did a date rape joke on Arsenio, and Arsenio had to apologize for it the night. That's how much I watched Arsenio. And he had to apologize for it, and it was funny.
Don, I thought this was a safe zone. We could say whatever we want on this show. I think Mike talk about it in general, though.
No, in his even in comedy, like you're talking
like
about,
even here is there a joke that we, because to me,
every time you talk about you offend a lot of people. Maybe it's still people mad at you to this day because you want to be talking about Bill Cosby and it was your fault. Well, you ain't saying it was your fault, but you said why come every time you come up with the Bill Cosby effect. Why did you go back?
Listen. All
right. Why did I even bring that up?
I still think that shit is brilliant.
all right.
I seen Dave Chappelle come in weeks ago, and he didn't give a shit. No, Dave has, but that's what I'm saying. And now my answer to our question was, if you're willing to take what they're going to give, because everybody's a hypocrite. Everybody's a damn hypocrite. If you're willing to take what they're going to give, I don't think anything's off limits. Listen, me saying who goes back for seconds when you tell me Bill Cosby raped you again, and you're not a teenager, you're a grown-ass woman. I don't understand why people got so upset.
It'd be funny to half the population that was never in those situations, but the other half that ever been forced upon, or had some forced activities, they're offended because it takes them back to that place. Even adoption, you talk about Deshaun, somebody that's watching has been adopted, that could be a trigger for them. Like, man, my parents didn't love me, they ain't want me, and now you making it out of a joke. And that's why I stopped. I was about to go in with the who wants to adopt a fit. Like, I can't adopt nobody that's 15.
I actually like them older.
I can't. I need a baby. I don't want nobody that's stuck. First of all, it's hard for me to trust you.
Very well. I can see you doing very well with a 15-year-old adopted. I think you got a lot to give to a 15-year-old.
I'll be thinking he trying to holler at my wife. I can't.
Who really got the problem here? Like,
I don't trust no dudes.
Who really got the problem here?
What are you trying to do, Nick?
Oh my God! I don't want them. Listen, I'm
playing a little bit more.
I was about to say I don't want them. No. I would prefer them around 10, 11. Deshaun looked like he was like 10, 11, like around there.
No, he was older. Deshaun was older.
Nah, I want someone.
Oodles and noodles. That's what you want. You want self-sufficient age.
Because everybody wants a baby. Those are people who I think.
Issues. Yeah, I be playing, Cat.
Jay don't be playing. Jay don't be playing. Jay be dead serious on this show. But he be trying to play like he playing, but he don't be playing. He be trying to play like he playing, but he don't be playing.
Any male this past puberty cannot stay at J Black House.
But you were talking about comedians and jokes to stay away from. Yes. So the adoption could be a trigger for anything that could be a trigger for people that could be perceived as bullying. You can't talk about special needs. You can't talk about the community. You want to stay away from those things.
No, there was a public service video, right? And there was a kid. This is a real public service video. You can see this. This is a public service video, right? And a guy is sitting next to a young man in a wheelchair, right? This is a true story. I'm not making this up. This is the generation I lived in. And the bully is like, "You hanging out with Joey?" And the kid goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with Joey. Why? You think I shouldn't hang out with him because he's retarded?"
Ooh, that's an offensive
and
word.
He said it. That's what he said. And it was a good moment because he hung out with the retarded guy. I was like, "Have we actually said that word? Like we said it like that
word."
But my thing is what Jay said. Jay said you can't say anything that can trigger. Do you know anything can trigger anybody? anything, any joke.
Yeah. But
Any
I
joke.
think that I think that definitely the special needs too. I'm glad you said that because you will get canceled. Look at what happened to what's the name? What was that? Keith Lee that was in Atlanta and Milk and Honey. They said, "Oh, y'all gonna take the word of an autistic man." When I
Y'all
say
are
that they tell me there's nothing but crickets and air. That's all you can hear in that restaurant because nobody will patronize them now.
dude, we got it. Like, this is, I know people think this is good because we're being nice to people, but I'm telling you, whenever you start censoring people, understand it's going to come to you at some point, and somebody's going to hit you for something that you just don't get. You know what the amazing part about it, and this is a different topic, kind of. The amazing part about the society we live in, if I say something and you take it away, but I explain to you that's not how I meant it, it don't matter how I meant it.
Nope, because what you said offended me and hurt my feelings. So that supersedes.
But do you understand the lack of common sense in that? The lack of common sense of somebody telling you the words that I said, I didn't mean that. And you can take anybody's words and say you're offended. That makes no sense whatsoever. If somebody explained, that's not what this guy was at the job that I work at, and we were talking about how we used to call things gay, right? And Joe Rogan does a great.
Kids still do it.
Yeah, and they made this big deal. Oh, you can't say this is gay. You can't say this is. We weren't talking about gay people, y'all. Half the time, the stuff that we said, we weren't talking. Gay just turned into a word that took its own meaning, and I just can't fathom.
You can't say faggot. You can't call somebody. You can't call somebody a faggot.
Mo, what are you doing? You just offended somebody. What are you doing?
You said what you can't say.
You can't say anymore.
You can't say nigga. You can't call nobody no nigga, but that can be offensive to people.
Yeah, society. Let me. There's a new machine. I'm glad we did this. There's a new machine that they claim can now interpret your dreams and give you your dreams back in a proper sequence of when it happened in your dreams, right? So this is the ploy. They got this machine, they claim, that can interpret your dreams and bring them back to you and put them in its proper sequence. That is cute for saying they finally have a machine that can read your mind. Now, this is where I'm going with this. Follow me on this. This is what I mean about people saying, about people being offended by something you said, but you didn't mean it like that, right? Now, if this machine ever became something that you could purchase, that you could literally purchase, and somebody has some RX 6000, 5000K, whatever that you could hold in your hand.
It can't come to the hood.
And you're at work and a woman says good morning, and you say good morning, but in your mind you say, damn, she got a fat ass. If you think it, she can turn around and be like, what did you think? Not what did you say? What did you think?
That's going to HR. That's going to HR.
Do you understand? And you know what they're going to do to promote this? I'm telling you, this is what society does. This is their too. They're going to say we need this to protect you from pedophiles and rapists and murderers, so we can see what they're thinking, so we can prevent, and we can be, because once they scare us, we fall for anything. We'll wear a mask and stand 6.5 feet away from somebody. Once they scare us, once they're saying they're doing it for our safety. And if this machine was ever able to do that, do you understand it would be a point where you would get in trouble for the shit that you think?
Yeah.
Where did you find that story, Mike? I need to read.
I started Googling for it too, Afro Queen. I'm like, wait, let me put something up. Where is this?
You know what? I might have it in my gallery of photos, but I got to clean these photos out, son. Because I took a snapshot. I don't know why I didn't save it.
Because I was initially interested. Then I started thinking, wait, is this a bigger ploy? Is this leading to something down the road?
That's where we're going with this. Like, people, like, and I hope people don't jump down my throat. And I don't care. I don't care that people are racist. I honestly don't. I care that they can actually prevent me in my life or affect my life because of it. If you just don't like Black and Hispanic people, you just don't think we're equal, that's cool. As long as the law stops you from being able to do anything to make my life more difficult.
Or harm.
Or harm.
Yeah.
I really don't care. We all don't like certain people for just reasons that we just don't like certain people. I really don't care about how you feel about other races. I don't care. If my next door neighbor they're great. If my next door neighbor was racist, as long as we don't talk to each other and we don't affect each other's lives, I really could care less. Sounds like the
I think
new
anybody's belief system and how they feel about anything and anybody, it is personal until you let it seep out into the world, until you let it seep out and it affects other people.
and it's this human
That's the
nature.
problem.
We're taught that we're supposed to hate certain people in this country. We're supposed to hate terrorists, right? It's not about what their side of the argument is.
Right,
It's not
because they
about
don't
that.
consider themselves terrorists. They
Exactly,
consider
but
themselves, we're rebelling against a system or rebelling against oppression. But America is very good at putting these little labels on people
but
from
a
other
mind
countries.
reading machine is, I'm telling you, y'all, we don't like. Think about the racist thoughts that go through, or sexist thoughts that go through your mind every day. That just go through your mind.
Racist thoughts. Who have we don't have racist thoughts and sexist
Sexist,
thoughts, Mike.
definitely
What?
sexist.
What are you saying?
Sexist and racist thoughts.
Definitely sexist.
Let me tell y'all women, y'all racist all the time, because if a machine could read your mind every time you getting your nails done and every time you getting your feet done, there's some racist shit going through your mind all the time.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I have been, and it's dead wrong. I have said, like, if Mei-Ling hit my toe one more time with that,
there you go. Right there through your mind. There you go. Girl. If somebody had the machine,
it affects other people.
Age, what is that? Oh, who got the feedback? Okay. What's it called? Not racism, but when it has to do with age, ageism, or what is age? When you age? Yeah. In my mind, I do it all the time. Don't read my mind.
Ass off the road. Why he still got his license with his old ass?
This is why I don't get why people are so upset if I don't agree with a man that identifies as a woman and wants to use a woman's bathroom. I don't listen. Dog, I don't know. Toss went straight there. She went the proud. She went to smoke on Friday. Like, listen, Miss Chin, what you said, Miss Chin. See,
that's offensive, Tosh. Somebody Asian could be watching, or Chinese,
we all think
Korean.
of things that, even if it doesn't pass our lips, we all think of things that are offensive or would be offensive to other people.
And then you lose your job too. So yeah, I get it. You want to stay away from that.
Lose your job.
Because I'm sure y'all work with some YTs and y'all be thinking things. Yeah, but you can't say that out loud. Yeah.
You can't say it. You can't. But imagine if you couldn't think it. Like, people really want people who grew up, and I'll stick with racism. They really want a racist who grew up in a racist town with racist people to somehow, we think that we'll be able to turn them around and be like, oh, they're gonna love all. Now there are
Chinese Jamaican.
I'm Chinese Jamaican.
Wait, could that? I guess that could be true.
That is true.
No, it is. There's a lot of Asian people live in Jamaica.
But my point of this is that we really believe we got this make believe thought process that we can really change somebody. That's like saying I'm gonna change people who grew up in the Catholic Church from being Catholic. That's our goal. That's our goal, to change somebody who grew up Jehovah's Witness. Our whole goal is to change their whole mentality on what they grew up in and their thought process. My thing is just make it so that you can't oppress anybody, that you can't damage anybody, that you can't harm anybody. I don't care. We all racist about something. Jay don't like nobody. I don't even think it has anything to do with race. Jay don't like nobody.
I don't like guys. I don't like
dudes. He don't like a whole gender. He don't like a whole gender.
I don't.
So what are you?
I skew more female. I'm more, I definitely skew more. I mean, I'm just being open and honest. I skew more female. I'm more comfortable when I see a female in need than a dude in need. Like, figure it out, homie. Like, I don't know. Guys are just different. I do.
Well, you don't give.
That's why he want to adopt the Shawn. That's why he want to adopt the Shawn. That's why he want to adopt him. See there.
If that was a 15-year-old female, I guess I feel like I want to rescue females. Maybe is that what it is? It's like I'm always trying to help a female. I don't know, but that's just naturally in me. But I wouldn't say that out like in corporate America or anything like that.
Yeah, he would have had a heart attack. This lady comes in. This lady, she's young, and I'm not gonna say a name, but
I'm different.
But she's a black woman. She comes in, and every time she comes in, and she's engaged, and every time she comes in, we wind up having like a 10-minute conversation. Like she's a writer, she owns a salon, and she makes wigs. She owns a salon and she makes wigs, and she donates them. She sends them to people who are going through chemotherapy.
Nice.
I thought that was I said, wow, I thought that was very honorable.
Mm-hmm.
And she's engaged, but she's funny. She's in your situation, Mo. She's engaged, but he lives. I forget where he lives, but there's a long distance relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And in the back of my mind, it was funny because we talk every time, but I don't take it as flirting. Like I don't take it as flirting. Like, but she comes to my register every when she sees me, she comes to Magic Mike. She goes to Magic. She goes to Magic Mailroom Mike. Mail store Mike. I'm like, right here.
No, that is flirting though.
I'm like, I got you. Come on. I just do it because I try and look out. If I see my Spanish is horrible. If I see a fellow Latino who comes in, who they're English, and I know I'm there to lend a hand, but I let them know up front. My Spanish is not great.
So get that OnlyFans popping.
Get that OnlyFans. But my point of this is that Jay don't like guys. I'm just being nice to the lady. Now that would have been his significant other, and I was a stranger. Jay would have had a problem.
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
And I ain't doing nothing.
Too much conversation. Too much smiling.
Too much leading people on. Stop.
And I have my comedy show flyers, which I don't know why I don't just send you a picture so we can pop them up. I have my comedy show flyers. So when I see somebody who I think will be interested with the comedy show, I always go, by the way.
Man.
Are you using your work as an excuse?
I'm just trying to get somebody to buy tickets, son.
And I just needed to get her number because I thought her and her squad, her group, they can come out to the show. I was gonna make sure they got tickets.
Just in case you and your girls want to come through.
No,
put your number in my phone.
But I specifically said, I don't know if your fiance is going to be in town. You and your fiance should come to the comedy show.
That was the setup. I want to know if you got somebody. I want to know if you got. I want to know if you dipping your toe out there because he ain't here. I ain't know if you trying. See, that's what guys. See how guys did it? That was very strategic. I don't know if your fiance could make it. Come on with that.
Honestly,
I hear that. You know how many? I got 2 tickets. I don't know if you want to bring your,
you bring your
married.
husband. So you married?
You want to bring your husband or something?
But
you're not married.
Do y'all see what y'all doing? I'm telling y'all. Listen, do y'all see what y'all doing? I'm actually explaining to y'all that there is no sidebar intentions here.
Well, your man there. Yeah, that's Mike. Your man here.
That's what you say. But let's put that mind machine on you. Let's put that device on you.
He's waiting for her to say. He waiting for that signal of I'm good. I'm trying to hang out. That was cold for that. And that's exactly
Mike,
this is what's crazy. That is not even what I'm thinking at all. I don't even look at her like that. Like when she walked in, I wasn't
gave you a sign. If she said, "Oh yeah, I ain't worrying about him," your whole mentality changed. Your whole process.
Green light, means go. That's what it means to Mike.
Boundaries matter, y'all. Boundaries matter. It's not paid was smoothly done. What are you talking about? I'm just trying to help Will make sure that we have a good crowd Thanksgiving night.
Because his ass thinking something totally different than what his mouth saying. You already know that.
I'm sure Mo heard stuff like that when guys will say that little stuff.
But I didn't mean nothing by it.
To me all the time. I get invited to places and they be like, "Oh yeah, I don't know if you want to bring your significant other. Like, I don't know if you married or not." Those be testing the waters to see if I'm married. They look down at the ring. Oh, all right.
Or if you down to play.
Oh my God.
And then when I say, "Oh, he don't live here,"
shut up.
Then it shift. Then that conversation shift. "Oh, he don't live here."
He don't live here.
Oh, all right.
So what you do? How you hang on?
Look, I'm gonna make it even worse. I'm gonna make it even worse now. So there's another young lady who has two daughters, and she's married, and she comes in, and she knows to look for me. Because we all have people who are looking, who they're comfortable with.
Everybody looks for Magic Mailroom.
No, everybody don't. Because
it is a comfort level.
Because they know I'm really trying to take care of. Like I don't take a lot of things personal, but if I'm gonna ship your stuff out and I'm gonna do your returns and we having these conversations, I'm gonna do my best to make sure everything is straight. So this woman, she tells me about her daughters and her outfits and how she all these returns are based on her daughter. They must be doing well because she stays home. Whatever he does, whatever her husband does, he works. And okay, now to keep it 100. It's not like I don't notice she got a banging body. It's not like I didn't notice that.
You be looking. You be looking. So you be looking.
5'5". She
because
size.
No, because she looks like a track star. She has that track body. But
all she needs is a biscuit. I get it, Mike. All she needs is a biscuit.
Do you like Italian or Mexican?
Thigh and leg, a thigh and a leg and a biscuit.
But every time I'm sitting, I'm just doing my job. I've never said anything inappropriate. I've never said anything.
Oh, you say?
Technically, he hasn't.
No, I haven't. I tell stories about my daughters, and she's like, "Oh, my daughters ain't even in high school. That's your daughter's the final senior year, and it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't. Yes. I give the energy. If I'm going to give you energy, it doesn't matter what you look like. But every time I think about it, not that I've thought about it. Not every time I'm like, yo, Jay would have a fit right now. He's like, yo, what?
Because you know what you're doing.
But I'm not doing anything. I don't have any.
If you don't put that package on the machine and wear it and get that lady in and out of there,
you want to extra bubble wrap it.
You see the line forming.
You want to put it up like so. You don't care about the people behind her. You want to take your time.
He's setting up for the next couple visits.
But
Mike is being very strategic.
But I'm known. Like there are people who know more in that place. But even the boss is like, yo, I love the way you engage with the customers, and you don't make it too long. I'm just being friendly, y'all. I'm trying to be friendly for real.
I don't know why I feel so comfortable around you. Next thing you know, you got in the bed. All right.
Because I still haven't figured out when I should go in. Like there's some single women come in there. And I still don't know. Like the comedy show flyer is I haven't even used that to my advantage yet. She looking mailroom, Mike, to make no Don Page, no. But I'm still trying to figure out when is the right time.
Oh, because you don't want to make it uncomfortable. You try to shoot your shot, and legit, and it goes left.
So, yes.
That's
so there was a woman that came in, and she overly thanked me for everything.
When you say overly thanks you, what do you mean? Like
she was like, "Thank you so much," and I was like, "Have a nice, thank you so much for for being patient with me and like that." And I felt like I should have just handed her my phone, but yo, just put your number in there. But you can't do that, and if it don't work,
what? It didn't go what? Why would I
go way wrong? Like you don't YOLO. Anytime is the right time. Feel that. No, Taz, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
Mike has there's no boundaries with that. Don't put that idea in his mind.
It could be his future wife though. Sometimes you do, because some females ain't going to make that first step. So she like, I didn't give you all the signs. I've been standing here flirting
and that's
with
how
you.
women feel. I gave you the signs,
but I'm not going to take that step. I need you to be a man and take that step.
Nice.
Exactly.
That's pleasant.
That's why I don't.
Only came to get her package wrapped, not to unwrap Mike's package.
Exactly. That's why we in the gray area. That's why people are single out here, because you don't know when I don't want to offend nobody.
I don't. So it's different. Your at work is different. If you was out, regular degular Mike, and you ain't have your uniform on, it'd be different.
Yeah, this one
woman. No boundaries to it. It'd be like,
but
yo, what's up with you?
But understand, I'm not out anywhere social unless it's a comedy club. I don't go anywhere social like that to find you doing.
Better place to find somebody than when you're making them laugh.
She gonna be like, he's slow. He don't get it. I'm trying to tell you. Like, she trying to give you the signs. He ain't picking up.
I don't know if Jay
picking up when I'm putting down.
I don't know if Jay's going. I don't know if Jay relates to this, Mo, but I think you're gonna relate to this. I think you'll relate to this because Jay's different than us in this way. You ever meet somebody and you have a conversation with them and they overwhelm you with how nice they are, but they're not trying to be nice. They're just telling you stuff about themselves. And you like, yo, that's really like, you're really nice. Like you have a pleasant, like you're so pleasant.
Pleasant disposition.
You done turned your 7. You were a 6.5. You done turned your 6.5 into an 8 within like a 2-minute conversation.
I wasn't even checking for you like
that. I wasn't even checking for you.
As soon as you start talking and you make me feel so comfortable. Yeah.
So it was I was like, wow, you were really nice. and you're like a 7. This is perfect. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking a 6.5 to a 7 means that when we go out, you get done up, you can lift yourself to an 8 or 9. We're good. If you walk around the house at a 6.5, I'm good with that.
Kind of oppressive.
I'm good.
A little oppressive.
A 7, if you walk around the house and you ain't done nothing, you just wake out and walk out the bed. To me, you're still a 7. We're good.
So my brother used to have this philosophy where he said you smash 8 and 9s and you marry a 6.5. And I never got that logic.
I get it. Because a 7, I like to keep it at 7. I like the 6.5. I like to keep it at 7. A solid 7 means that there's an attraction to you that when I look over, when we're laying down and we're sleeping, this is the test. When you're sleeping, because some of y'all women don't sleep too pretty, but when you're sleeping, and I still go like, yeah, I'm still,
some women sound like they calling the hogs.
Yeah. She sounds like and you still go like you look. So a 7 does that, but a 7 means a strong 7, a nice 7 means that when we go out, you can make you're gonna be popping. You will. Like a 10 is too much for me. A 10 is too much. That's too much because you 10 all the time. 10 is too much. It's too much.
Why can't? So are you telling me that I can't try to be physically a 10 from my man all the time?
No, you should. You should do your thing. I'm just saying I'm not built.
Walk out the door and try to hit my level, my best level every day.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I can't. Like even the girl I told you, the girl that I told you who's very nice, who has the daughters and she got the track star body. Like I don't think she wears stuff to be flaunty, but what she wears, that's why I thought she must have ran track because everything is like just a little tight t-shirt and them little tight like damn near they're spandex shorts.
That's the look now. That's the trending look now. Right now, especially since it's getting warmer. Summertime is the track shorts, and wintertime is the the leggings and looking like you work out no matter what size you are.
I had this video that reminded me of y'all. The Clippers giving the Sixers their whole bench. All right, Jay, do you got anything stored that we didn't use that we didn't talk about?
I think she talked about Kiki. I saw that Lady Q actually sent me something of the video. Yes. I guess they had still shots of the dude.
Yeah, because she submitted the home surveillance video with her complaint.
I was like, where's that image at? I was like,
because if not, there was
the first time. It's not the
there
first
was
time.
Something. There was a relationship, but if you got that, you can put that up.
Wait, which one was that? Was that this one? No, this ain't that. What is this? Oh, this is just the original story. But she sent me the one with the image.
Yeah, if she got the surveillance video, yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah, from the home surveillance.
And he from Philly, ain't he, Mo? I think the dude is from Philly. She dating.
He is. He looked like he's from the Northeast. I'm sorry.
There you go.
She stereotyped him into the North. I don't even know what the Northeast looks like.
He don't look like he's from North. He look like he's from Southwest either. He looked like he's from Northeast.
Okay, so here's the relationship question. Here's the relationship question that I seen, and I didn't screenshot it, but I asked people at the job about it, and everybody's so I don't know how for real people were. But your significant other is going to make a high 6 figures, right? Their job is going to be high 6 figures. But their job is going to entail to them spending time with one person of the opposite sex. Now, this just goes for heterosexuals. If you want to throw it in for gay, lesbian, whatever, you throw it in. Go ahead, knock yourself out. Throw it. That's another problem with dating a lesbian.
When you say high 6, is it high hundreds or is it like 200s, 300s? Like when you say high 6 figures,
we'll say 250,
like 180.
We'll say 250, $250,000, $250 a year. But she's going to be forced to spend. She's the assistant. She's an executive assistant. Let's just put that. That's not what they put, but I'll put it there. She's going to spend at least 10 to 12 hours Monday through Friday with this person. With this man. Yes. See, there you go. You done messed it up already. So you messed it up already when you said that. You messed it up already. But being an executive assistant is a stressful job, and you know more about that person than you probably know about any person.
Yes.
In the country, like in your life.
Their comings, their goings, everything.
So, and women, the flip side for you, your man has to spend 10 to 12 hours Monday through Friday. Now check it. If they spend that much time Monday through Friday, there's going to be something on the weekends, but we're going to keep it. We're going to keep it. This is how it's going down Monday through Friday. Are you allowing, now I'm saying allowing just for the sake, are you allowing that person to take the job, and would that relationship be able to strive? Because remember, if you're the executive assistant, male or female, for that person, you're buying birthday gifts for them. You're probably, amongst other things, you're probably, when his wife or his kids have a function, you're arranging stuff because this man or woman, whoever it is super busy. Would you allow your significant other, could you stand by that person when they did that, if they had that job?
So I'm not going to stop the money, but what we're going to do is we're going to invite your boss over to dinner. We're going to invite them over to dinner at the house.
Right.
And
why?
I'm going to cook.
What does that do?
Because that person needs to know you have a significant other at home. Yeah, I think that I think that when you spend that much time with someone, then they should know your home life.
Because technically, when I thought about this, because I know my insecurities get kicked up, because I would claim,
you being honest, insecurities. Okay.
I would claim that I could do it, and I'd give it a go. I would give it a go. But you're gonna have to walk. There's gonna be so much pressure on the woman I'm with to walk a tightrope. There's gonna be. I know I'm going to have so much added pressure on her that she is gonna be stressed out. Not only about doing her job. I don't know where Mo went. Not only about doing her job, but she's gonna be so stressed out trying not to piss me off.
That she ain't gonna be able to function the job correctly.
She's not gonna be able to function with the job correctly.
Yeah, that's a lot to deal with.
Because if I
start, all money ain't good money. That's
wait a second.
All money ain't good money. Not if it's gonna jeopardize your relationship.
What?
And you could be happy making 70,000 if that's what it is. Yeah.
But I mean, like, oh,
that's
going
the
on a work
national average, right?
And Taj, this is why I'm being a hypocrite. This is why I'm being a super duper hypocrite. Whenever I worked on radio, when I had my own show, Jay was there, but we always had a female co-host. So Sexy Mo was a co-host. So when we had to go on trips, the co-host went.
And the interns. What? What'd you say? But go ahead, I couldn't hear you. I was trying to hear what you said. Where you going?
Then when I worked and I wasn't the host and I was the co-host, the host was always a woman. And then Jonesy. And then
and the interns. What'd you say? Keep going, man. Where you going?
What? And then when I worked with Dee Dee in the morning, obviously she was the host. Jade was the co-host.
Interns.
I never dealt with the intern. I never dealt with the intern. I never dealt with the intern. I never dealt with the intern.
What?
But
no, he was talking about working around the opposite sex for long periods of time.
I used to have to go on trips. Dee Dee, Jade, we used to go on trips. We had to go to radio conventions in Atlanta. We all stayed in the same hotel, not the same hotel room, obviously. But we stayed there. And shout out to Model Chick. Shout out to Mo. Mo was at the Billboard Awards. Mo was on trips with us. Mo went. She came All-Star Weekend in Atlanta. I don't know why Jay wasn't there, but Mo was there All-Star Weekend in Atlanta.
I ain't had no man.
Yeah, you ain't had a man. So
I didn't do the Atlanta one with y'all.
In actuality, I was that person. Stacy, I was in a relationship, obviously, with Stacy, and the people who were around me were female. And I'm not gassing anybody, and they were pretty. They weren't average. I'm not talking about average pretty. They were dope. If you flip me in the opposite, I couldn't have been with me. I couldn't.
That's really right. He's been very honest.
I couldn't have done that. Honest. I could. Jonesy was different. Jonesy's different because there's a different dynamic between me and Jonesy. There
very different.
There's never been anything like me and her. Like she's probably the one female, not the one I shouldn't say, but there's never been any like it's just Mike and Jonesy. Like nobody has to worry. Like Like literally Jonesy, and I'm not saying it's because she's not attractive. That's not it. We just not like that.
Yeah,
But
we do have people like that. Yeah,
but, you know what I'm saying? It's just not like that. But man, listen, I couldn't do it. So I already know Jay's answer. But go ahead, Jay. Your significant other gets a chance to make $250,000. She has to spend 10 to 12 hours Monday through Friday with this person.
Oh, you should have led with that.
And
that money, boo.
And what are you saying, Jay?
Jay
said all money ain't good.
That's just Mo just missed. I said all money ain't good money, Mo. That's just that would be my response. I know what I'm not built with.
Lady Q could not be an executive assistant for $250,000 a year. You breathe, baby, breathe. $250,000 a year. Lady Q couldn't be an executive assistant for a man.
And married to me?
Yeah.
$250,000 a year.
Put a muzzle on it, Mo. I'm about to Timberland Britney Spears you. Like,
okay, but you trust Lady Q. Lady Q
I do.
is
100%.
Like, is your rib. Lady Q is your rib.
Facts on facts on facts.
Right? So you know that she's not going to do anything that's going to mess up your happy home. Like she loves your last week draws. Like she loves the room that you walk in and breathe in. Like she loves, you know that.
She'll leave me beforehand. And I believe that. She'll leave me before she does anything.
So 200. so you know that in your mind.
I do now. I mean, it's been what's that 2000.
She's not going to cheat on you. You know that. You know that in your mind. For $250,000, can she go work for this man?
How many years? It's been 17 years. Yeah. I believe that now.
She go work for this man. Okay,
but
so
I'm not built for that.
And she go work for this man for $250,000.
I was an executive assistant to an athlete. I had other executive assistant friends.
Well, he tried to holler at you, what happened?
No.
Is there something you want to tell us?
I know that. Pause.
Because it ended abruptly.
No.
Very.
No.
We didn't even have him on the show.
We never had him on the show.
Well, you did have him on the show.
Oh, we did. Go ahead. Don't get off track. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying I know the time and energy from the business meetings to the traveling to the pet at the pet store picking up. Like I know the work you're around their family so much more than your own family. It's some weeks that are just crazy. So that time and energy,
business trips.
That's what I said. The business trips,
the business trips.
The personal trips. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot, and that's a lot. And some relationships aren't built for that. And you have to know within you. And like Mike said, he would be so stressed out to her.
I would stress her out a lot.
She wouldn't be able to function. Like she can't balance and do a job.
Do you think that you would stress Lady Q out, or do you think that you would allow her the space?
She wouldn't be able to do that.
She couldn't do the job. Not like
I
would have to draw the relationship would have to be over. Like I'm being honest.
But this is the irony.
You're married.
You're pick a side.
You're saying that the
relationship
would be over and she couldn't take this $250,000 a year job.
But she would know me so much that I don't even think she would either leave me beforehand or like she would have to know before she wouldn't even come to me with that because you would know your partner. You would know that this person's not going, this ain't going to fly.
Now, this is when therapy is needed for real, because let me tell you, let me add to the scenario. We could guarantee, God could come down and guarantee Jay Black. He could come down and guarantee that there would be no infidelity, none whatsoever. And Jay still couldn't do it.
Couldn't handle it.
But I don't think it's because of Lady Q. I think it's because he knows how men think. And he probably in the back of his mind is like, on any given day, any given trip, this man is going to either be looking at Lady Q ass, or he gonna try something.
I'll give you bigger than that.
I'm not built.
He knows how men can behave.
There's a lot of guys that are built for it. I'm just not.
I'll give you bigger than that. Like that whole looking at the ass and all that
it's going to happen.
But this is what men don't like. This is what men really can't handle. That she is taking care of some other man on the same level that she's taking care of you. And in some cases, she's doing more.
You heated it up. You put it in the air fryer. What? you made him a plate.
Let's remember, Jay's the guy who doesn't want his woman to make a play for somebody for a function that they threw, and they invited people to come over to.
That's right. So stand on it. I'm standing.
You invited these people to eat at your house, and you better not serve them.
No grown man, please. But go ahead, don't, because you're gonna make people think I'm weird. I'm not weird. I'm not weird.
You are weird.
I'm not weird.
No, you're weird.
I have my boundaries, okay? You have
yours. Boundaries. Those.
There are boundaries, and then there's some weird shit, and we know that you do some weird shit.
Jay Black.
But don't look at me, because I do think I may think a little different than some people.
I mean, I agree. It would be tough on me. Now, we do have to put into perspective the generation that the generation that we were actually raised in. We were raised in a different generation.
I'm playing.
We were raised. We're for real. We were raised in a different generation, and men just you don't want somebody catering to another man, but she's making $250,000 to do it. I'll give you one better. I hate to put Jay on the block, but he's the most interesting person on the show sometimes. Lady Q. I had on jeans yesterday for the first time in forever, and he about lost his mind when I went to the Dollar Tree. He said, what is going on?
I was playing.
What is going on? What are we doing? Wait a second.
I was playing. I think when you guys are young, you trying to find a husband with your young girl clothes on? Like, why they get so tight?
He called jeans young girl clothes.
Shadow Air Forces and what are you doing? Earrings on.
Going to the Dollar Tree because it'd be jumping in the Dollar Tree.
What are you doing?
If you want to meet somebody, you better hit that Dollar Tree, son.
But when we went out to eat and all that, it was fine. But now we gotta go our separate ways. Hold up, you're not gonna change.
That much said, I have witnessed it. She said, I have witnessed it. He has.
No, I be playing though.
No, you don't. I'll give you another one. I'll give you another.
Did he mute?
Jay muted her. Jay froze her screen.
Oh, that's Mo. Oh no, she back. Yeah.
She
dropped. So
I'll give you one better. I don't know what it is. What her dream is. What her dream job is. I don't know what Lady Q. I don't know.
You sticking up. Keep going, dude. Go ahead.
I don't know what her dream job is. Right? Maybe it's the merchandising. Because y'all, she puts a lot of effort. You see the shirts behind you. Every Jay always has a shirt behind. You can always support it. Woke Up Inspired, apparel, and gifts. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, maybe there's a manufacturer who now wants to distribute for Lady Q. And he wants to distribute the merchandise. But they have to go. There's a city-to-city tour they got to go on. They got to go to Phoenix. They got to go to a convention in Vegas. There's an apparel convention in Vegas. There's one in Miami. There's one in Los Angeles. There's one in New York. And these things are, hey, and Jay, you work. I don't think she'd be able to pull that off.
See, I think she would be able to. What? And you know why? Because there's a thing called vacation time. When we going, let's go.
But
I need a vacation.
This manufacturer has to spend a lot of time with her on the phone. There's going to be a lot of phone calls. There's going to be a lot of phone calls.
Speakerphones. What are you talking about?
Yes, but you can't take vacation days to check her phone. You can't be on a conversation. You got a job. That entails a lot of hours.
I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I'm not like that.
You're not like that.
I'm not like that. So, I'm like that, but I'm not like that.
So at 9 o'clock at night, if he hits her with a text message, yo, I got this suggestion, and they going back and forth texting at 9 o'clock at night, you're good. They don't bother you no way.
You should do. I said they got 3 ways.
Jay Black gonna be making suggestions.
Well, I was thinking, wait, where did you come from? Who else is on the phone? No, but some relationships, some people are like that though, Mike. I'm not like that, but I am like that, but I'm not like that.
like that.
Because I don't want people. You got me thinking, deciding like I'm cuckoo. I'm not. it's certain things I'm just not comfortable with, and like a lot of men or women. There's a lot of women that might Mo's back.
Okay. So once again, I hate interviewing Jay, but I think it's interesting because a lot of things Jay say
you agree with.
I agree with. So I agree
do.
with. That's why I said this would be difficult for me. Is there a point, do you think, in your relationship? Because Jay, your favorite phrase is "I'm not comfortable," and you want people not to do things that make you.
I should speak to my comfortable. Yes,
but is there a point that you have to sacrifice being comfortable for your partner to excel in whatever they're doing?
I think that's a deep question. And I think it
that's why I host the show. That's why I host the show.
I think it'll depend.
I'll give you time. Hold on, I'll give you time. Go ahead.
It'll depend. Me sacrifice my comfortable, me being comfortable.
Yeah.
It depends on what the outcome is. What is the goal? What are we looking to gain from this outcome? So I think those.
It's a job that makes her happy. Like, this is something. Some people have a passion for something. So if it's the merchandise,
but do your relationship make you more happy?
See, it's a competition.
No, that's what you got to weigh. Like, if you're comfortable and happy in your relationship, do you want to put something involved that could jeopardize that? In the end, it's like the job ain't it. I think long-term being with someone is longevity there. Jobs come and go. They replace you before you're in the ground. So you want to be happy. I think happiness is more important than the flash in the pan.
So me being on the road performing, if that makes my significant other uncomfortable,
if your relationship ain't gonna work, you jeopardizing your relationship for your career.
So I should just give up my dream because me being on the road is gonna make
she just ain't the person for you then, because y'all both she's passionate about this, you're passionate about that, y'all ain't gonna work.
So I need somebody whose only passion is me.
No. Mo can talk to this. Put one of your degree hats on.
Put one of your degree hats on, girl. I'm gonna let you have fun. I'm just gonna pour something. I'm listening. I'm just gonna pour something in my thermos.
Deep.
I was deep, Mo.
That was so deep and profound what you just said. Like,
okay.
No, talk about Mike saying that, like, I need somebody who just that is such a beginner starter kit for isolating a female. It gave me
it gave you what? You cut out. It gave you what?
I think that it's not so much.
Oh, you breaking up, Mo. We lose all your degrees.
It gave me, like, I need you all to myself.
I need you all to myself. So you say the person is selfish? What do you?
You don't need a degree for me to tell you that.
Oh, damn.
Yes. No, that's screaming. That's like the precursor to being very possessive.
Oh, Mike's possessive.
And you're looking at your mate like, like he or she. Call a thing.
All right, what I got out of that, because you're breaking up, what I got out of Mike is possessive and no one should date him.
That statement in itself, I need you for me.
Mike, she said you're possessive, Mike. Nobody should date you. She was breaking up, so that's all the thing I got out of that.
That I'm possessive?
I think that's what I heard.
I mean,
I'm trying to break down. I'm trying to let you know what I heard.
There is a level.
She said it was profound. It was very profound what you said, but you're possessive. You're borderline, like you got some scary traits inside of you that makes you like a possessive, and like that's my property versus this is my partner.
Like, that's my property. That belongs to me.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah. Next.
What is wrong with you two?
Mike said, "Yeah." He ain't denying it. He said, "Yeah."
Why my internet is messing up, because I had so much to say. I got so much to say. That's crazy.
I've tried.
Why do you look at your woman as property? What's wrong with y'all?
I mean,
why do you allow me to call you? Why do you allow me to call you my woman? If you're not, I say this is my girl, my woman, my wife. I say that's my car, and I say this is my woman. I listen. I'm not saying this is right.
That's how you're defining her. But when you're talking about,
I say
that's how you're defining her.
Tell me what to do. Then you can tell me what to do. If you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do.
Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Jill.
Damn,
That makes sense.
I want to tweet that, but it ain't.
But go ahead, Mo. Keep going. Go ahead. Go ahead. Take it off real quick. Go ahead,
That's
Mo.
one of my
Keep
favorite
going.
lines.
Keep going. Keep going, Mo.
But
Listen,
that's giving me like the precursor to.
I'm a lot better. I'm a lot better than what I used. Okay, listen. I'm not saying it's right. I would be very okay. So Jay just won't sound like the crazy one.
Thank you.
I would be very uncomfortable.
You got Tosh judging me right now.
If Mo, if me and you were in a relationship, right? If me and you were in a relationship, I would be very uncomfortable if you had to take a 5-hour road trip with another dude. You're like, yeah, we driving there.
Thank you, being honest, Mike.
But I would have to have you on FaceTime. So
No,
would
you'd
I
have
have
to
to
get
have
there.
you on FaceTime the whole time?
Why can't you just get a flight? Like,
I would pay for the flight for you to meet the person.
I'll meet you there. No, meet me there, beat me there. Like, whatever.
What?
It's just real.
Listen, I admire.
But is he wrong, Mo? With your degree, is he wrong for expressing his thoughts that he's uncomfortable? No, you could think it's ridiculous, but don't you have to respect and honor what he's saying? That's how he feels.
No, so let me say this. He's never wrong for expressing how he feels. But the thought process, it's for me, it's the underlying reason it's the why. Why do you feel that way? Let's get to the root of the problem. Let's start peeling back the layers of the onion.
Yeah, I know.
Why do you feel that way?
I know why I feel that way because I was raised in an environment where that's how men they were dictators. So I'm not the dictator from the past.
What you've seen.
Yeah, so I've seen and I realize that there's anxiety. Okay, I do have an anxiety. If I'm in a relationship, right, and I text you, and you don't text me back, and it's 30 minutes later, I know in my mind that that's not a big deal. I know in my mind that's not a big deal, right? I know.
30 minutes for a text.
I know because my thing is if the person's at work, if the person's at anything, could be with the kids, the person could be.
They always glued to their phone. Though.
But in my mind, exactly in my mind, what Jay Black is thinking, and I know these thoughts don't make sense, but they make sense in my brain because they spin around my brain, and I have to fight them off. And this is something I'm still a work in progress. In my mind, I'm like what Jay said. Your phone is always in your hand.
Always in your hand. So you didn't feel the vibration, hear sound. You didn't look at it in 30 minutes. You didn't look at your phone at all, and it's always glued to you.
First of all, my phone is never always in my hand. My phone is not always in my hand. That's for number one. Number two, if I'm on a social media app or if I'm talking on the phone, I might not have even seen your text for another hour.
You are absolutely right. What you're saying makes absolute sense. All I can tell you is that my mind.
Significant other says to me, "I ain't heard from you all day."
Cold for which?
I said, but I did. I talked to you at like 10:30. He's like, yeah, but like after that.
So if you know your partner needs more than that, that's your job. It's your job at that point to make them feel comfortable and reach out more throughout the course of the day. If that was too long of a stretch, that's your job. He made it. He vocalized that. Hey, I need to feel comfortable. We long distance as it is. I ain't heard from you since 10:30 this morning. I ain't heard from you all. It felt like all day. So maybe you should be checking in during lunchtime now. Hey, just checking in. Huh? Is that not your job at that point?
It's not your job at that point.
Let me say this. Okay.
She not gonna answer. Go ahead, Trump.
I am
Good.
Going to answer it.
Go ahead, Republicans.
Is it my job to acknowledge that he brought it to my attention? Absolutely. Is it my job to do a better job the next day and make sure that the whole day doesn't pass? Yes, it is. But he also knows how busy I get.
That's a breakthrough.
Well, Mo, I think you'll be very proud of me. Okay, yeah. I think you'll be very proud of me. So I was trying to figure out. I was having a conversation with God, right? And I was like, God, like I'm going through a long stretch that I've never gone through of being really single and I'm not saying I'm lonely, but alone. Like there are there's no responsibilities. There's no good morning text. There's no
trusty SD.
It's just me.
Reliable. Yes, just
it's just me. It's just me. Wake up, do my thing. I'm in my head, which is a bad place to be. So I said, maybe instead of me always looking for people's red flags, and that's what you do. Everybody has a person on social media talking about, you got to look at these red flags. These are red flags. Maybe I need to check my red flags, because maybe those are the things that are creating the situations in my.
Look at this growth. Look at this growth, Mo.
Real. So I said, you know what?
Any trees this week?
No, I just. So I started doing simple things. Like I started reviewing my timing texts. So I started thinking about all the people I did this with. It's not a whole bunch, but people, when our relationship went to a certain point where this is the person that my conversation, when I see something funny, I send it to her. When I see something dope, I send it to her. When, you know what I'm saying? You just send stuff, you just, for no reason, you just keep going, and then they send you stuff and you send it. And then I started going, why is it when I would send something and they didn't respond, I'd feel some type of way? Like nay or yay, positive or negative. I could physically feel anxiety starting to build up.
Or you see the ... and then you don't see it anymore. You don't get a message.
And then you don't see it anymore. Okay, look at Mike, responsible. Play the lottery, everyone.
Mike's having a breakthrough. I guess when you're alone and single, you have time to process things, and he's evolving. He's processing.
And
so then I started wondering.
Single in the season.
So then I started wondering, was it appropriate in this situation? Like all the stress that I caused about certain situation, was it? But I had to be fair to myself. Some of it was. Like some of it was because the relationship wasn't healthy, but then there was other times I was like, that was so unnecessary to stress that person over what I stressed them over.
Okay, Samantha Lee.
It's hard for you to identify that when you're in it.
Because when I get attached to you, and this is a red flag for me, and I don't know how to. When I get attached to you, and you get me accustomed that we are both sharing this attachment, I'm a difficult person to be with, because I need it. I'm a ritual person. I need to text at this time. I need it at this time. I need it at this time.
But they can schedule text messages. That I don't think that ain't
no.
Authentic.
But a text message, they can't
text messages. J Black.
If your relationship needs it, if Mike needs a certain text messages, you can schedule it to your dude.
But you can't schedule a text message if I'm having
not authentic. That is not authentic. I can text you every day like clockwork at 12, 1, 3, and then I see you at 5, boo. Like
no, I'm saying if that's what he needs,
that's and you want authentic.
All right. Well, what I'm saying is this: you can't even schedule text messages if something comes up in my job and I'm about to snap on somebody, and I send a text message, and your response is "Have a nice day, babe."
Wait a minute. It's 1:05. That was real strategic. This is 1:00.
Well, she might hit you with the wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy. Well, wait a second. I'm looking for advice. I need somebody to talk to me.
You wrote like a whole dissertation, and the person writes, "Wow, that's crazy."
That's
or
crazy.
Shaking my effing head. You know.
Yeah, like.
But I used to say that though. Like you schedule that text. Like what? Who does that? I can't just text you because I'm thinking about you and having nice thoughts. And like I used to think that was you just a schedule. Like, come on. You really ain't just sitting here thinking about me.
You've done a little work on yourself, J Black. You no longer think like that, right?
You're right.
We're coming along. All right, I gotta go, y'all. I gotta get out of here. Thank y'all for rocking with us. We'll see y'all on Tuesday. Everybody have a safe, good weekend. Enjoy yourself.
Did you ever play the Friday dance when you started?
If you see me and you trying to see what's up, he wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have him stuck.
Can you send me that? Because I wanna put that on my social media and be like, yo,
Shorty Doo-Wop did this, and Tasha.
Hey, Doo-Wop, can you send it? I know you did. Can you send it to me again?
If you see me and you trying to see what's up, he wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have him stuck.
I want to put on Friday dance. Who did this to my Friday dance?
Shorty Doo-Wop.
Who did this to my Friday dance?
Tosh did it.
All right, get the Queen Princess. Get her propped up our queen. All right, y'all. Sexy Mo, have a great weekend. Jay Black, have a great weekend. Thank y'all for always supporting the Takeover Legends. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed, it will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in life, fight for your happiness, and never let anybody take it from you. Michael Shawn, Jay Black, Sexy Mo, and we end and we close the show with this princess right here. Yeah.
It's a gabillion good coochies out here. If your man gives you a blueprint and tells you, this is how I want you to love me, this is how I want you to tend to me, cater to me, nurture me, whatever, so that I could be content in this relationship, why are you not listening? You don't go to a job and they give you the job description and you fucking wing it. So why are you winging it in your relationship and expecting the man to, be loyal to you? I'm confused. But you want a man to love you in your love language. Women need to stop that one-sided ish. I can't stand it. I don't like it. If you two choose to come together and y'all verbalize things, why not respect it? Don't you think that would make the relationship go much easier? It's like y'all make it harder and then you wonder why this man is unhappy. He told you what he wanted, Latasha. You didn't listen because you thought your pork chop was enough to keep him. It's a lot of pork chops out here. Do better.
It's about to go down. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C-Chum, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out, or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends are back.
FriYay.
Yeah, yeah.
Go where.